Doctors in Canada were reporting success in reducing invasive strep fatalities. In Toronto, Kathy Mulville led a busy life with her husband and young daughter. She seldom let a cold bother her, but one morning in 1994, she felt particularly ill. After hosting a family birthday party one night, she woke up feeling like she had the flu, accompanied by severe pain in her right arm that extended to her back. Concerned when pain relievers didn't work, she visited the doctor, but her symptoms didn't lead to a clear diagnosis. Advised to go to the emergency department if she felt afraid, Kathy went that night. By then, her kidneys were failing and her white blood cell count was rising. Once upon a time, in the picturesque town of Quackington, a community of ducks led by their wise mayor, Mallard McDuck, lived by a serene pond. One sunny day, the annual Great Duck Derby was announced, bringing excitement to all the ducks. The race day arrived with quacking echoes of anticipation, and ducks of all shapes and sizes gathered at the starting line. Mayor Mallard McDuck officiated the race as the ducks dashed through the water. Daisy, a little duck falling behind, found encouragement from fellow ducks and surged forward with determination. In the end, quackers won the race, uniting the Quackington community in the spirit of camaraderie. As we embark on a road trip, not just any ordinary journey, but a voyage through liminal spaces, we explore the transition from humble hunter-gatherers to technologically advanced societies. The comfortable climatic conditions of the Holocene allowed us to flourish, giving birth to agriculture, writing, and civilization. However, our relentless thirst for resources and expansion led to changes marking the end of the Holocene era. Leading to a global sea level rise, many coastal towns, once full of life, now lie underwater, relics of days long past. In the year 6000, a colossal asteroid looms on the horizon, its collision marking an extraordinary celestial event. By the year 8000, we witness a distant star reaching the end of its life, exploding in a spectacular supernova, its glow outshining entire galaxies. This serves as a reminder of the ever-changing landscape of the universe and the Earth's tribulations that lie ahead. Over billions of years, our sun, the source of all life, begins to change dramatically. Its luminosity increases by 10%, scorching the Earth with unquenchable heat. Landscapes devoid of life emerge as temperatures rise and the oxygen we need is depleted. By 1.3 billion years, the Earth's vast oceans begin to evaporate, turning what was once a blue pearl in the cosmos into a distant memory. In the 7.5 billionth year, the sun transforms into a red giant, consuming our once lush planet, marking the end of Earth's existence. Fast forward to the year 10 billion, after its fiery death, our sun is reborn as a white dwarf, a weak, cooling remnant of its former self. From the raging hell of nuclear fusion, it's now just smoldering embers, a silent spectator to the grand cosmic drama that continues to unfold. By 100 trillion years, a deep silence blankets the cosmos as stars begin to go out, leaving behind a chilling darkness, signifying the universe's twilight. After the extinction of stars, the temperature in the universe drops, marking the end of the era of starlight. The universe becomes a cosmic graveyard with only remnants of once illuminated stars and galaxies. Over 10 quadrillion years, the age of degeneration sets in, with gravitational interactions leading to the birth of new stars, only to cool and shrink over trillions of years. Dying white dwarfs are reborn as black dwarfs, marking the plunge of the universe into darkness. The era of black dwarfs begins as the universe becomes a shadow of its former self. Through gravitational waves and cosmic events, the universe continues its relentless expansion, with dark energy driving the acceleration. The journey to the end of time unfolds, with each region of space facing its own fate. Protons, the building blocks of matter and life, begin to decay, leading to the disintegration of matter as we know it. In this new era, particles of light and black holes remain, marking the last remnants of the universe's physical history. Gravity continues its work, rippling through space-time and sculpting the universe's future. The journey to the end of time is a testament to the endless cycle of birth and death in the universe, reminding us of our place in the cosmos and the impermanence of existence. However, before galaxies die like stars, they go through a long process of evolution by merging with others over time. They become part of larger galaxies, so in 100 million years, the number of small galaxies will likely decrease, while the mixture of spiral and elliptical galaxies will increase slightly. The humanity of the future will witness repeated examples of galaxy mergers, especially with small galaxies, which can lead to the formation of new ones. The Milky Way is also moving towards another galaxy, Andromeda, although we shouldn't worry. Even in millions of years, their collision would take place in about 5 billion years. In 100 million years, our galaxy will have traveled about 978,000 light years, although this will not affect us in any way. After the same amount of time, galaxies will change their location, moving to areas with different densities. That will affect their morphology and star formation in different ways. In the future, bright, beautiful galaxies will also fade away. Due to this, fewer large stars are formed and the mass of the galaxy suffers. Then, in millions of years, there'll probably only be a black hole in their place. In fact, it isn't possible to find anything static in our universe. From the very beginning, the Big Bang, the universe has never stopped expanding. In the early stages of the hot Big Bang phase, the universe expanded faster than light. Only after cooling down when the energy density of matter became higher and protons, neutrons, and electrons were formed, the speed slowed down a bit. In 5 billion years, it slowed down a lot, almost stopping expanding. It should be understood that expansion does not mean that matter is moving, but the space itself is expanding, like a balloon with 2 dots drawn on it. The more you inflate it, the further apart the dots will be. However, this hardly affects objects that are connected by gravity, like our galaxy. The amount of ordinary and dark matter always remains constant. Only space and the density of matter change due to its spread over a large volume. However, we can see that other galaxies are moving away from us. And in 100 million years, the galaxies of the local group may be so far away that it will be a little harder for us to see them, while faraway clusters of galaxies will probably be almost invisible. However, the expansion of the universe is accelerating, with a rate of expansion of 44 miles per hour, which means that every 3 point-dependent distances, while faraway clusters of galaxies like CLJ 1001 plus 0220 will probably be almost invisible. However, the expansion of the universe is accelerating. The rate of expansion is 44 miles per hour, which means that every 3.6 million light years, the speed increases. This will not end well for the universe. Millions of years would be harder for cosmic bodies before the building blocks would fly apart too quickly. Cry enough to be the library's favored Oreo. The main factor in this is dark energy, because, hypothetically, it can counteract the gravity of matter. Dark energy is a hypothetical energy and a necessary property of time that can lead to inevitable consequences in the future. So in 100 million years, the expansion rate may increase so much, the galaxies would stop merging and thus evolved. The mass of dust and gas that's ejected after the death of stars will be dispersed. Stars will form less often more. In billions of years, gas leakage may become too fast. In this case, absolutely nothing will be able to form. No stars, no galaxies, no life. The heat death will eventually come. He knew it would have seen that it's not related to the transformation of our universe into hell through the evolution of stars. The scenario, the future fate of the universe, is based on the second law of thermodynamics, according to which, in a closed system, entropy, or the state of disorder, increases over time. That is, the energy will dissipate in such a way that absolutely nothing will be able to form into something unified. You can think of it as heat energy leaving your cup of tea and dissipating in the room. Eventually, the temperature of the tea becomes the same as the room, so you can no longer get warm when you drink it. So the drink is not doing its job, so galaxies will be too far apart and stars will start to fade because there'll be no more necessary inflow of energy or matter for the evolution of stars, planets, or other space objects. The universe will become completely dark and empty. Dark energy may threaten not only heat depth in the future if the expansion becomes many times faster over the next 100 million years, then the universe can expect absolute death in the future. Stars will not just stop forming according to all that. It's no wonder I should not want to live forever. No one should ever want to live forever, cause of how all that will happen if a man's did live forever. And of course, all of that is to be saying about how stars will go bye-bye. In the one near the Earth will grow and become red, and then the Earth will become nothing but what looks like a brown planet. And then this sun will engulf the Earth, and then the Earth will be gone forever. So no one should ever want to live forever. Previous scenario, nothing will exist, not even fundamental particles. Since matters such as stars remain unchanged, they don't increase their mass through expansion. Then, when in a few billion years, the expansion can become immeasurably fast, the stars will not withstand such an influx of energy and will simply exploit. Well, it smells me, because I know the scenario for the end of our existence is the big suggests that since the acceleration cuts, they can make robo-sail gravitational interaction will be broken. Planets will leave their orbits and subsequently the electromagnetic force that maintains the integrity of stars will not be able to resist dark energy with even more time. Even atoms will not be able to resist, and they'll be torn apart. Moreover, there's a possibility that, after the Big Bang, everything in the universe will return to the first stop in the big thing called space matters. However, what will remain in the city that was at the beginning of their existential crisis, dilute as opposed to fight and dense? That is, no matter how terrible the hypothetical end of the universe may be, there is a chance that this end will be a new beginning. Another danger to the entire universe may be hidden in ourselves. We all know that everything around us is made of atoms. There are two elementary particles in the nucleus of an atom, a proton and a neutron. We also know that these particles are stable within the nucleus, meaning they cannot decay. But what if this is not necessarily true? The proton is one of the most common particles in the universe. It can exist even outside the nucleus. The proton has reasons to be stable, namely, the laws of conservation of energy, charge, and baryon number, although according to the standard model of physics, the proton cannot decay in any way. The latest theories, such as the theory of grand unification, which combines the three fundamental forces electromagnetism, weak and strong interactions into one, allowing so in the distant future there is a possibility that this particle will decay. This seemingly unlikely process is unlikely to cause disaster to the entire universe. But if it happens on a massive scale, then in millions or even billions of years, part of the universe will cease to exist. The proton decay will destabilize the nucleus of atoms and produce decay products that can affect the entire structure of the universe. And he should be done with it all, and then make it into a video and see if I'd be like